Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. Today, I wanted to talk to you about a very specific procedure that is at the Waterloo District School Board, and that's AP1235. It's called Accommodation of Persons Who Identify as Transgender. Now, I keep talking about that the Waterloo District School Board has procedures and policies in place that are basically geared towards keeping secrets from parents as the child transition. Now, there's a difference between policy and procedures. A policy is written and is open to public feedback. And then from the policies come procedures, and procedures are basically non-negotiable. People have to follow the procedure because it's sort of like the letter of the law. So the policy sets the procedures, but the procedures are not open to public. And it's just what the school puts together. Now, the people in charge of writing these procedures are the school staff. And there's a bunch of staff at school that basically overlook other departments. And the Waterloo District School Board has trustees, and they basically hire one person, and that is the director. In this case, Jeewan Chanicka. And he's the one that oversees all the staff and the procedures that are being written. Like I said, the procedures are non-negotiable. They're not open to the public, and they're derived by the policies. And let's see what the Waterloo District School Board has come up with. So check this out. Some students who identify as transgender are not openly so at home because of safety and/or other reasons. A school shall not disclose a student's gender status to the student's parents or guardians without the student's explicit prior consent. When school staff contacts the home of a student who identifies as transgender, the student should be consulted first to determine an appropriate way to reference the student's gender identity. Not doing so can potentially put a student's well-being and safety at risk. As you can see over here, the school is very open to students socially transitioning at school. And they're more than okay with not telling parents about it. And they're looking to figure out ways like, how can we address your parents, to not raise suspicion because they might be harmful to you. Okay. Let's see what else they say. If the students have first disclosed their gender status to staff, it is strongly suggested that staff privately ask transgender students at the beginning of the school year how they want to be addressed in correspondence to home or at meetings with the student's parents or guardians. School staff should talk to the student about letting their administrator, teachers, guidance counselor, child and youth worker, and other school staff know, explaining reasons why it might be helpful for them to be aware. Staff should respect the student's decision not to disclose to others. So this is very interesting because school staff are encouraged to talk to the student and encouraging the student to let everybody else know, because it's very important that the school knows. It's so important that you should talk to administrators, teachers, guidance counselors, child youth workers, basically anybody. However, use caution when you talk to your parents, because if parents are not supportive, that's not good. They might be asking you the wrong questions, and that in itself is harmful and hateful because they're bigots and they do not know any better. Let's see the kind of policy that this self-identification leads to as well. The kind of procedures and what it's all about. Over here for washrooms access, the student's self-identification is the sole measure of their gender. According to the Human Rights Code, all students have the right to safe restroom facilities and the right to use a washroom that best corresponds to the student's gender identity, regardless of the student's sex assigned at birth. Now, sex is not assigned at birth. It's observed, For millions of years, there's only male and female. And that's how we've gotten this far. Everybody born on earth came out of a woman. I can't believe I need to explain this, but this is the kind of stuff that they're teaching the kids. This is the kind of stuff that they have written down. And basically the students can identify as whatever. Boys can go in the girls' washrooms. Let's see change rooms. Students have the right to a safe change room that corresponds to their gender identity. Again, boys can go into the girls' change room. No problem. As long as they say, I identify as a girl, you're good to go. Free pass. And this makes everybody uncomfortable. This makes the girls uncomfortable because any boy that does that, to be honest, is creepy. And this also makes the sane boys uncomfortable because boys do not want to be accused of doing anything, especially in an age where accusations basically mean you're guilty because everybody just takes it at their word. And it's like, wow, this person accused them. They must be correct in that assessment. And boys don't want to deal with this. And a lot of kids at school, they don't even go to the washroom anymore. They feel uncomfortable. And students have the right to a safe change room or a safe washroom. I mean, this doesn't change. Everybody has the right to go to the washroom and has the right to get changed safely. I'm just not sure that allowing biological boys to go in the girls' change room is that safe for the girls. Now, I'm a father of 2 girls, and yeah, I can tell you this does not work for me. Student segregation in other areas. As a general rule, gender segregation should be avoided where possible. They also talk about that students should be able to perform in sport activities according to their own gender. This is what AP1235 at the Waterloo District School Board says. They allow these kind of behaviors. They promote these kind of behaviors as well. So have a look at this document. It's very insane. And this is a lot of the backlash that's coming against the Waterloo District School Board. And they're not the only school board to have these kind of procedures. There's other procedures all across Canada. School boards are putting these procedures in. And basically, it's their way of saying, yeah, parents are harmful to their kids. And maybe the parents shouldn't be that involved. However, we do encourage the kids to go deeper into the school system because the school system knows what's best for them. So then they get organizations involved. The organizations come, they sell things to students to affirm their gender, like breast binders to push down the girls' breasts and funnels for the girls to be peeing standing up, and all of this like crazy stuff. That's, I mean, you tell me if that's harmful or not, right? And of course, if you want to take it a step further, this leads the students down this path to get cross-sex hormones, puberty blockers, change genders, have surgeries so they can basically align their mental thoughts with their body. They tell the students, you know, you can be born in the wrong body, etc. No such thing. You're not born in the wrong body. Accept the body that you're born in. And these schools are indoctrinating kids, and parents are very concerned. Let me know what you think about this procedure. I'd love to hear your comments over here, and please share this video so that other parents know exactly, so they could see for themselves what these school boards are up to, and specifically in this case, what the Waterloo District School Board is up to. And they got it in writing. They're not ashamed of it. They're trying to shut down parents who speak against it, because apparently if you got a different opinion, you're against the human rights. And yeah, it's not tolerated, and it's hateful, and it's bigoted, and you're phobic, etc. Doesn't matter what they say. These are our kids. These are your kids. Your kids, you know, you don't need to co-parent with the government. You don't need to co-parent with the school board. These are your kids, and we elect the trustees. And the trustees need to do a better job in representing parents, not the activists. Looking forward to hearing from you. Take care.